Do you know, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, signing autographs, I don't know, at my age, I'm more popular than any of these young lads and lasses. There's no end to my talents, you know. I'm doing one-man shows all over the country at the moment, and wonderful audiences everywhere. And I'm more employed now. I become the voiceover king. You know, you see me in Ladbrokes as that giant, knocking the shit out of everybody, aren't I? I'd like to say that when I was a boy, which I don't talk about much, in the war years, in Goldthorpe, halfway between Doncaster and Barnsley, were two wonderful cinemas. And we used to go and see Buster Crabbe in Flash Gordon. And I was a coal miner's son. And we came out after every episode, and I'd run down the embankment, pretending to be Vultan. And then I was about 7 or 8 years of age. I never dreamt that one day I'd actually play him. And of course, it was a wonderful series of Buster Crabbe in black and white, a tremendous kind of music. On a dark level, when you think of terrorists with bombs strapped to themselves. Well, in the original Flash Gordon in black and white with Buster Crabbe, the Annihilatons walked around on Mars with these explosive things. They were walking bombs. Of course, Flash had to survive them. But he was brilliant, Buster Crabbe. Blonde hair, marvellous actor. He was a gold medalist swimmer and diver. I tried to get him in our film. I wanted to get Buster Crabbe in the beginning, where Flash goes to the aeroplane, and I said, why can't you have Buster Crabbe? He was 85 at the time, with silver hair, looked wonderful, still very fit. Have him be his father and take him to the plane. But Dino wouldn't wear it. But anyway, it was a shock to me, of course, when I was suddenly cast in it. I want to say here and now, ladies and gentlemen, that I feel that Flash Gordon, in its present form, is perfect. Not because I'm playing Vultan in it, but I think it has great style. Now you see it repeated all the time on television, on Sky Classics, and this, that, and the other, and they're giving it 4 and 5 stars. It's growing in momentum. I think it has, the genius of it is, and they mustn't make a remake, is the fact it has a comic strip style. The music is beatific by Queen. And it has this wonderful kind of comic strip style. And I think that Sam, as Flash, is perfection. Now, it's very difficult. I mean, you can get people to play Vultan and Ming and all that. Though nobody can play it as well as I could, of course. But with Flash, you know, say you had a young Tom Cruise playing it, or any of the Brad Pitt or anybody, why love? But you can put a camera angle on them, and they look sinister. Now you put a camera anywhere on Sam Jones as Flash, and he's so innocent. I mean, when Ming says to him, "Who are you? Coming out of the world, you fool," and he said, "Well, I'm Flash Gordon, quarterback, New York Jets." And it's so pure. And Flash, I mean, Sam says it so beautifully. I want to say that, of course, that 50% of my life is exploring and 50% acting. And I've just completed, will you please shut up? No. I've just completed space training, as you probably know, actual. My biggest love in life is space, since a child. With the War of the Worlds we had in those days, in 1953, and all the kind of films on Mars, etc., the Eagle comic, and Flash Gordon, and all that. And so my big love in life is space. And I have just completed, at 83 years of age, my final 900 hours in Space City in Moscow, with Putin watching. And I've done 900 hours with NASA on Reunion Island in the Pacific, wearing Martian prototype suits for Mars, with 11 mountaineers, microbiologists, and geologists. And I'm now on the list to go to Mars. Incidentally, the man who has made the suits to go to Mars, the actual suits, is a man who created Predator, which is fascinating. And he has made, I think they cost 27 million quid each. And so forth. So I am now fully trained cosmonaut and astronaut at 83 years of age. I just feel very passionately that people say to me, isn't it dangerous, Mr. Blesser, you're climbing Mount Everest or you're going to the North Pole? I said, the greatest danger in life is to not take the adventure. Go for it! Ladies and gentlemen, follow your dream. Now, there is no one like you. No one. Nature doesn't cheat. And we've all got something that nobody else has got. And you've got to follow your dream. And